Pseudo.
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire.
We're here with the hardest working band in rock and roll, Metallica. Hi guys, how's it going?
What's up, guys? Pretty goddamn
fabulous. Kev TV.
Kev TV, here it is. Yeah, and I'm assuming that everybody knows everyone's name, but you know we have Lars and Kirk, Jason, and Mito is here with us this evening in the studio. So what we did was the people of Artist Direct had fans email in questions to the Metallica.com website, and we had thousands upon thousands of questions from all over the world to go through. It was no easy task, but we managed to edit it down to 15 winners who will be calling in tonight from various places and speaking to Metallica live. We have one lucky winner with us here tonight who will be my co-host for the evening, Connecticut Kev. How's it going?
It's going pretty good. How are you?
Excellent. I'm very excited. And I'm going to start with Kev and say, Kev, I think you have some questions for Metallica.
Yeah, I got a couple.
No!
Are you sure? Can I go?
Well, that's the answer to all of them.
Okay. Well, the new album with the symphony, you think it may alienate longtime fans, like guys who've been with you for a while?
Yes.
Thinking.
No. Yes.
But do you think it'll have like an effect? Like people have been listening to you for a while. Like you change stuff up with the Black Album, you change stuff up with Load, Reload, whatever. It may just be a natural progression for the band. But do you think like it could go too far and people just be like, forget it?
Never go too far.
It's never far enough.
Well, it's not. It's never easy being a Metallica fan.
Yeah.
You know that.
Yeah.
We go off road and they got to follow us through the dust.
Yeah.
This is very necessary for us to go try new things. Mm-hmm. And I think there's a lot of adventurous people out there that admire or at least follow what we're doing and understand it.
There was a special project, like a one-off thing, kind of a challenge we took on for this year, that came together now. So it was not like you're going to hear a bunch of symphony on all Metallica songs from now on or whatever. It's just a very special thing that we felt we needed to do to keep ourselves healthy and whatever, keep things changing up. Like you say, it's important to keep changing up.
You get stagnant.
Especially your underwear.
Yeah. I try to do that. What are some other ones?
What is the question, Mike?
Lars, you first, Lars, are you awake?
Yep.
You with it? Mm-hmm. All right. You still listen to the Misfits?
No.
Like the new stuff?
I never really listened to them that much.
You never listen to them that much? That's more James'
these
department.
other guys.
Do you still?
Ask me a question, man.
James, down there. Do you still think like the Misfits still have it going on, like with that new singer and stuff? You still listen to that stuff?
I like the songs.
You like the songs?
Yeah. I think he's about as close as early Glenn as they're gonna get, and I like that stuff. I like the catchy kind of
like
boy stuff.
3-chord, sing-along stuff.
Very good. I like it.
Are there any like bands that you guys listen to that are like maybe smaller now? You think are like up and coming and could be big down the road? Like any like bands that are just starting off now that you guys like are into?
Loudmouth.
Fu Manchu.
Fu Manchu.
Puya. Yeah.
Puya.
That's good. That's a salsa metal band.
Puerto Rican.
Fu Manchu, yeah,
South
I've
America.
definitely heard of it.
Puerto Rican.
Are they Puerto Rican?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good stuff.
That's good stuff.
Super cool.
If you guys like go on the road again, do you guys have any ideas like who you'd want to open for you? If you
can
think it.
Really.
Lars wants Kid Rock. Lars wants Kid Rock and who else, buddy?
Ted Nugent.
And middle-aged rock. Grown-up rock.
Uncle Rock.
Uncle Rock.
So, Kevin, what do you say we should maybe cut to a caller that we have online?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay,
That's
good.
cool. You got
Now
Metallica. Ask the question.
Alrighty. Now that you've heard the symphonic treatment of your music, how do you think this will influence your future writing?
How will it influence our future writing? It could go any way. I mean, I'm not too much of a prophet, but
Now that we have some sort of symphonic experience under our belts, there's a good possibility.
There'll be more triangle.
Maybe more glockenspiel.
The best thing I took away from this was maybe the way that people that are trained differently, classically like this, listen to music differently.
That's
because
true.
they play it differently as they form pieces of a puzzle in a symphony.
Yeah.
So maybe the way that I go about listening to things and orchestrations of bands and arrangements could be helped by that. So
Yeah, it just
what I got
adds
to
a
say
whole
about
lot
that.
of depth, huh?
Thank you, Gina.
Thank you, Gina. Right on. Telford, PA.
Second call is from Nicole Farris from Columbus, Ohio.
All right.
Hi.
Hi.
Howdy.
Hello.
Speak up.
Ohio there.
What's up, Ohio?
My question is, was it intimidating working with classically trained orchestra musicians? And what type of response did you get from the members concerning your music?
They loved it.
I mean, maybe they were a little intimidated of us, but we weren't very much intimidated by them.
Like, did you get
Except for the harp player.
Who owned a Harley and always wanted to go out and have beers with us.
Did you get any direct feedback? Did like any of the guys in the orchestra be like, this is like the craziest thing we've ever done? Like,
I think they just enjoyed the fact that it was completely different from anything they
yeah,
part of their main repertoire or whatever. They're booked for 2 years doing the same thing.
yeah.
The fact that they were
Nice
playing
little
with
change of
Alex,
pace.
they might have known some of our stuff through their kids or something, bringing it into the household, whether they wanted it there or not. It got played.
It was
So,
present.
Yeah, there was some
Play
cool
Beethoven.
feedback.
Mixed reaction though. Some people were like, the primary cellist came up to us right away with the Black Album saying, "Will you sign this for me?" Then there was cats from, somewhere else in a different kind of attitude that said it all sounds the same to me, and I'm just here for the
Kinda like-
do my job,
like
that type of thing,
almost like
and
an-
everything else in between.
Like an elitist type thing almost.
Kinda.
There were members of the orchestra that didn't want stuff signed.
There was only a few. There was a lot more Metallica fans at the end of those shows
Good.
than at the beginning. I think that they had mutual respect.
Bring a whole new group of people into your music.
I don't know about that, but the
Yeah,
whole thing was that they stepped up to the challenge just like we did. There was more unknown territory for them than there was for us. There was already our songs. We already knew how to play them.
Yeah.
It was all new. Well, we played
Sometimes.
them more times than they had. Let's just put it that way. And so there was, it was cool though. I thought it came out really good overall.
That's good.
For as many things that could have gone wrong, that didn't.
It was non-existent.
Yeah, well, there was some things, but I mean, there's a lot of chances of coming from two different worlds like that, and a lot of chances of clashing.
All right. Want to go next?
Okay.
Yeah, thank
Sure,
you,
so our
thank
next
you,
question
Nicole.
is from Nicole.
No, we had Nicole.
Oh,
now we're
sorry.
going to
Thank you,
Terrence.
Nicole. We're on to Terrence White from Brooklyn, New York. Terrence, are you there?
Yeah.
We have nothing now.
Donde está Terrence White?
We're going to ask.
No está.
We're going to answer Terrence, or you ask Terrence's
All right,
question.
Terrence question. Terrence White from Brooklyn, New York. I'll give him a plug in case he can't get through. Where do you guys see the future of rock music? It's pretty
I
giant.
see the future of rock music at
No.
artistdirect.com.
Good answer.
Here's that 10.
Yeah, right here. I'll get you afterwards.
Lars?
I think the next couple of years you're going to see a lot of rock bands doing collaborations with symphony orchestras.
That's right.
That's what I think. Limp Bizkit, Korn, they're all around the corner.
Symphonies will give up what they're doing now and put spikes and leather on it and come up with a whole generation.
What do you guys think of like the whole Kid Rock thing? Like like the whole like rap rock fusion, like them, Rage, Limp Bizkit, Korn. Like, do you see that as like the future thing that's like gone and like something else is gonna step up to the
Some's
plate?
good, some's not as good. Just like any music, and time will tell.
And the cream will rise to the top and the others will fall to the wayside. I think the coolest thing that's happening now is reflected a little bit in the things that we listen to on the radio, but even more so in the live arena, that more diverse array of people, say, from 5 different types of music around one stage playing in one band, kind of like the Puya thing or Ozomatli or something like this, where you got turntable guy and horn players and bass guy and a rapper and a couple of Spanish
It's almost
guys
like a
singing.
community. It's almost like a community.
Yeah, whole thing, and then a more diverse crowd watching them and enjoying all the styles of
Yeah,
music
like
too.
so you don't have like the same like set crowd like like
Right.
you go to
And
certain
not so much tunnel vision.
Yeah.
I only like metal. I only like hip hop. Or those
like
kind of
you go
things.
see certain bands play, you know who's going to be there. Like bands like open up like the spectrum and like bring more people in. It's
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
like just maybe trying to open it up a bit.
I think that what you'll see is you'll see a lot of cross genres, a lot of genres coming into the rock genre and doing a sort of fusion. I mean, it's already happening now with rap, hip hop. Puya's doing the salsa thing. We're doing the symphony thing.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for the next polka metal band.
Weird Al.
He did it. See?
There you go.
He's already on the bandwagon.
Example.
Sharon Kirk, are you there?
Yeah, I am. Hello.
All right.
I made it.
From Baltimore, Maryland. I have a question from the
Metallica.
Okay, it's kind of dorky, but
That's okay.
Of a classical or romantic period artist, who would you say Metallica most resemble with your symphony works?
Wow, that's a good one.
That's pretty intense.
I would have to say Wagner is the obvious correlation because Wagner was considered the heavy composer of his time. But I just you can't really compare what we're doing to any sort of period classical composer because I don't know, it's just not right. I feel.
It was a long time ago.
Because I have no idea.
Don't know it.
Any of the classics are. So I'd have to say either Venom or Guar.
That's a fair answer.
Romantic.
Yeah. Minus the stage props.
Man, that's good. That's really
Thank
good.
you, Sharon.
How was that, Sharon?
Sorry.
You like that?
Sorry.
Right.
Probably apologize to all the people that did.
I know, it's a little rough.
Yeah. Got that.
Doing
Ready
good,
for
man.
Michael? Okay, you're rocking.
I'm giving it a whirl. Next call is Sharon.
No, that was Sharon.
I mean, we just had Sharon.
I take
and
that back.
Yeah.
Suck. No.
All right. Since I've been deemed that I suck, we'll go to Michael Gidding from New York, New York. Mike, are you there?
Yeah, what's going on? Hello?
Mike?
Well, Mike's outside, not in the studio.
No.
Hello?
Hey,
Is he from there?
Yeah.
Hello, I'm here. Hello?
Yeah, what's up, man?
What's going on?
Good.
Hello?
What's your question, Mike? We can hear you.
Sorry. My question is, how is the evolution of technology within the music industry, like internet sales and MP3s, how has that affected you guys?
That's a good question. Like, how did
Well, here we are on the internet talking to you, man. So that's a direct effect. Hey, Michael, did you know that your last name said backwards is the same?
Yeah, that's really cool.
Gittig spelled backwards, or
Yes, it is.
read backwards is Gittig.
He's the Antichrist.
That's a definite sign.
But what do you guys?
Answer the question.
Yeah. What do you guys think of the internet? Like, how do you think it's affected you guys? Like, selling your music, like maybe like getting it out to more people, or do you think like people are like taking your stuff for free with MP3s, like all those sites, like stuff like that, without buying
getting
the
the
disc?
music out there to people, that's the whole idea.
Yeah.
You want your music to be heard. But I can't believe that they wouldn't buy the CD anyway.
Yeah.
Or, you want the artwork, you want the whole package.
You want the whole deal,
See how
definitely.
goofy they look on the new record.
It's like, oh
That's how
man.
I bought some of the first albums. You go when you buy.
You look at it.
You look at the Iron Maiden record. I bought that for the cover only.
Looks.
Yeah. At the same time, people can at least learn more, or become more aware about Metallica. There's so many Metallica websites and a couple really good ones,
Yeah, there's a couple real solid ones.
Like, they can at least find out what's going on, maybe be into checking out Metallica more, going deeper into the catalog, whatever, that kind of thing. So it can definitely have its goods in the way of
its
exposure, right? In the way of turning people onto it that never would be turned onto it before or something. So
That's cool.
yeah. Thanks, Michael.
Okay, next question. Whoa, international one. Mark, I can't pronounce
Probably
it.
Chabo or something.
Zabo from Banyera, Hungary. Mark, are you there? Donde está Mark?
Yeah, right here.
Mark.
Mark, you there?
Yeah, I am.
Good. Can you ask your question?
Yeah, the question is to James. James, is it true that your first impression of Lars was that he smelled awfully?
Smelled.
Awfully.
Is it true that your first impression?
Is awfully a word?
Well, you smelled very European, and I wasn't used to any of that.
It was all new.
Dude growing up in LA,
How old were you
I
guys
didn't
when you
think
met?
they had soap in Europe.
You guys were what, like 19 when you first hooked up, started playing? Like
I think
19,
it was
20?
19.
Wow.
Something like that. 18 or 19? I don't know.
I was
something
18.
like
18.
But yeah,
I definitely remember that a little bit.
I introduced him to soap. He introduced me to the new wave of British metal. I introduced him to soap.
And cleanliness. Yeah.
Worked out for both of us, all of us. I mean, it was good.
See what soap will get you?
Thanks, man. Thanks for the question. All right, now with more international stuff.
More international stuff. We got Ernest. Would that be Jonkers or
Jonkers or Yonkers?
Jonkers from the Netherlands. Ernest, are you there?
Hello. My question will be, what type of music will you never use for a CD? For example, dance, hip hop, because you used already grunge, hard rock, and now classic music. So.
Okay, so the question is, what type of music will the band never use to make a CD? Dance, hip hop, something else, whatever.
Yeah. Like, do you guys see like yourself like using like other influences, like,
That's it. There ain't no
other stuff?
limitations for the brothers.
Kurt, show him your breakdancing techniques.
All right, here we go. We're gonna break dance right now.
Break out the cardboard and the old
Actually,
untied Adidas.
Our next project after the symphony is we're all gonna lay down our instruments and do the break dance project.
Just lay out some cardboard and
Yeah,
just go for it.
No rules, man.
We're just gonna learn how to break dance and put it on DVD.
Taking it to the street.
Taking it to the different
angles,
You got it.
Going back to the roots.
I just think we've learned to never say never. Because,
Like,
did you ever work with a symphony?
Yeah, like,
Oh, and
like,
look.
like five years ago, somebody said you're gonna work with a symphony one day on stage. Would you
Options,
think
man.
that?
It's all about options.
What do you think, Lars? All right.
Do you, like,
no rules, man.
Would you have believed it if they said you were gonna work with the symphony, or would you be like, hey, whatever?
10 years ago, we wouldn't have probably accepted it. I don't know.
No, it was showing them one of our favorite fingers.
The thumb, right?
That's right.
That one. Thumbs up. Next question, we got Terry Salone from.
Pretty good.
Yeah, no one
Pretty good there.
I'm trying, dude. Belarus. I can't fucking say that. From somewhere, Massachusetts.
All right, who's
Terry?
Hello,
Terry, you there?
Terry. Hello.
Hi.
What are your expectations for Y2K?
Question.
Kirk?
I see a
What are your expectations for Y2K?
I see a prophecy.
Champagne,
I see
big
a
cigar.
prophecy of doom.
Well, we're going to be playing with Ted Nugent and Kid Rock at the Pontiac Silverdome New Year's Eve, and once those numbers change, the lights go out, man, I'm running.
It is Detroit, man.
It is Detroit, and you know how Detroit is.
Yeah, like
Right, midnight, it all cuts off, and me and Ted will have our buffalo parked outside.
There you go.
Off into the hills, man.
go hunting for a few days, live off the land. Like, what do you guys think of Y2K? Like, what do you think like all the hype's true? Like everything's gonna fall apart and all that crap?
We'll find out pretty soon.
Like, what do you think you guys would do if like all that?
It's a new adventure.
Yeah.
It's a new page. Like if that stuff's like legitly true and like all the lights do go out, whatever. Like, what do you think you would do? Like, if you were stuck on stage, like 3, 2, 1, and everything freaks.
Have a loving.
Go acoustic.
Everybody get their clothes in the pile and torch you.
Bring back the acoustic set.
Yeah, we can play acoustic.
There you go. That's one way to get it back, wasn't it, buddy?
Yeah. Have you guys ever done Unplugged for MTV?
No.
Have you ever been like offered to do it? Like, has it ever been like proposed? Would you ever do it? Like, is it something you think you would do?
Do they still have Unplugged on?
I don't even think so, but
I'm sure they would have it for us.
yeah. But I don't even know if they have music on MTV anymore.
Oh, dude.
You're lucky if you see music on MTV anymore. But like, do you think you'd do it? Like, if they
It's not
can't.
necessary, man.
It's not necessary?
We did it. We had fun with it. It was part of our set for a little while.
Yeah. We did like,
It's not
what'd you do? Like,
necessary.
you did like Horseman.
We sound way better
Acoustic?
plugged in, dude.
Yeah.
What'd you guys do acoustic when you played? I know you did. Oh, wait, you did Horseman? Did you do?
Last caress.
Last Caress.
Motor Breath.
Motor Breath.
That was a doozy.
That was a doozy. Why was that a doozy?
Oh, what's
Well,
the?
it's just the mostly, least likely song you think we
You do acoustically.
We did it, and it was a doozy.
Is that a good doozy or a bad
Yes, it
doozy?
is.
You know,
It's cool.
Motor Breath. Yeah, we played Motor Breath.
Yeah.
Different man's lyric and some of the others.
Fade to black.
Like when you guys go on tour, do you guys like try to mix up the set list? Do you like
Remember we were gonna have Billy come up and sing with us, and he didn't show up.
Billy?
I know.
Billy Corgan.
That was sad.
But when you guys go on tour, do you guys?
That was very sad.
do you guys have
You
the
were
same set
particularly
list?
upset about that.
It changes.
Yeah, we sent him a card, remember? He was a little sad about it. Yeah, he had a tummy ache or something. And so
He wussed out on you guys?
well, you said it, we didn't.
All right, fine.
We just agreed.
We were just expecting a jam.
And he didn't show? What show was that at? Like the Chicago one or something?
That sounds about right.
That makes sense. I think he's from Chicago. Does the word
Approximately.
Does the road like become a blur to you guys? Like you go like city to city and just like, you know, thank you, whatever, and it's just like
Hello, Cleveland.
yeah. And you look at the guitar, it's just like, oh man, we're in St. Louis, something like that. Like, do you guys like ever get burnt and like?
That's what I need, a guitar that tells me where I'm at.
That's some Spinal Tap.
I put a global positioning unit in my guitar.
There you go.
That's from
Always know what city we're in.
It's like, hello.
Turn left now.
I should have had that one where I had the pyro. And I would have known. You're warning.
Global.
Too close.
Like a little ankle thing tells you to move. Like, do you guys like ever just get like sick, like not sick, but like just burnt out of going to city and just like, you know, the road.
I'm really sick.
The road becomes a blur.
Violently ill. Now, it depends on where you're at and how much fun you're having. And, you know, if it's a pretty long leg by the end, you're pretty burnt, and sometimes you don't.
Like, are
exactly where you're at.
there easier cities to play, like countries maybe? Like, are there like easier places to play, like than others?
Countries to play. Let's
What?
start naming some of them. You go first.
Go pass it around for a while.
Like
It is a question that came through quite a lot.
yeah, I definitely remember flipping through the Binge and Purge book and seeing like that whole rundown of like the rules for Jakarta, wherever that. I don't even know where that is, but I know
As far as the crowds,
it looked real intense. Like you guys like couldn't spit and stuff like that. And
as far as the crowds and us playing, I mean, no country's more difficult than the other. You know, all the other logistics that go around it. Certain venues are hard to get in. The crews, you know, trying to talk to the local crew to load in, and they're stealing picks instead of doing their gig. And some of that stuff's a little more
Political
difficult.
shit that's going on in the country when you get there that wasn't going on when you pointed it out, or the crazy shit they're always
like
involved in.
when you have to play those countries, all those crazy rules. Like, do you abide by them? Like, if they tell you don't spit, do you actually like make a conscious effort to not do stuff like that? Like, it's like
you just yeah, not spitting. That's a pretty fine line.
That's
even
pretty
we
tough.
really didn't stop doing that. But there's some things that certainly that you would show respect
for
in people's country.
because you know,
that's
like,
what you want them to do when they come to yours, man. So
that's cool.
you gotta do that. It's
Almost like
some places,
like a goodwill ambassador.
Mostly have stuff to do with age.
Yeah.
That's our last call.
That's our last call. Jeez.
Last call.
Last call is.
You gotta be careful, kid. You can't, like, you touch somebody you shouldn't touch, you won't have that hand tomorrow.
The last call is from, it's an international call from Robert Hansen from Manchester, England. Robert, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah.
All right.
What's up, Robert?
Yeah. My question is, of all the things you've accomplished throughout your years on the road, what are you the most proud of?
Surviving.
Has it really been that tough, like to just like go along? Do you think it's been? Like,
sometimes it's a question of health, you know. Sometimes you get really sick on tour.
Yeah, like
you know, sometimes you might get appendicitis and you think you die.
And it has to
Away
get
from home.
Oh, it has to get removed. You give it out to people.
It happened to a friend of Kurt's.
That was on a real tour, though.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, what I'm saying is sometimes it's a question of health.
Yeah.
And like,
Now you're generalizing.
I think Kirk's initial answer is great because we can still sit here after how much ever time and still like joke around with each other and have a good time. And that's a pretty big success in itself.
Yeah.
Something to be proud of.
Yeah,
compared to a lot of other bands that started out with us or started out, you know, half time ago or whatever, 9 years ago or something,
and just
then still fizzle out or whatever, or can't get along or mean to each other or those kind of things.
Yeah,
you know? So that's a big success.
Like, what happens like if you guys?
Hey man, don't start with me in front of it.
Not again, dude.
Oh man, fight for the people.
Fight for the people. That's a good one.
Come on, blood for the people.
Make that a new song. Like, what happens like if you guys are like on the road and like one of you gets like ridiculously sick? Like what happened?
You know, you just have to
Stay away from him until he gets better.
Like, you know,
Don't touch me, man.
You just have to forge on, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Show must go on.
yeah, like how tough is it to like be like you can't even get out of bed and then like you have to go and play a 2.5 hour set?
You just have to find it in yourself to do it.
You have to light yourself on fire. They'll let you before we'll let each other not go on.
That's right. Yeah. But in the old days, you traveled in different ways and exposed to more temperature changes and that, and you had more apt to get cold and things like that. Now we travel more comfortably and stay in nicer places, have better things to eat, and those kind of things that come along with working hard and part of the reward, you know. So I think there's some less frequency of that kind of illness.
That's cool.
Thank you, Robert.
Thank you, Robert.
Thank you, Robert.
That's a good question, dude.
Thank you. Thank you.
You ready? Good. Follow-up questions?
You know, Kevin, I think you have a new career.
That's right.
No.
Future, man.
Quit
Future.
school.
That's right.
Drop that.
All right.
Maybe you should tell your mom right now.
Yeah.
Maybe we
All
should
right,
tell his
mom. I'm done. Yeah. You're like, Mom.
Make Kev's mom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Forget
Yeah, you know,
doctorate.
you're paying tuition. You don't have to do it anymore. Apparently, I have a career, so
Did
definitely don't.
Soundgarden write a song about your
Roll
mom?
on, Kev's mom.
Kev's mom.
Kev's mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll try to stay in school. We'll see if it works.
That's probably
Be serious and everything. Real good idea.
Stay in school.
All right. Thanks, guys.
So tomorrow
Published PSAs by Metallica.
Tomorrow's the release of Metallica, S&M.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
And I would like to take this opportunity to say thank you to Pseudo and, of course, to Metallica. We wouldn't be here without them. And
King Kevin.
King
Thank you.
Kevin, yeah.
Thank you.
You rocked.
I
you
tried.
rocked. And we'll practice on those
Scapegoat.
guys.
Metallica, the shots.
By the time Korn gets in there, it'll be all perfect.
Hey, you know what though? The
Don't
thing
say
is,
that.
Hey, the thing is, they're not Metallica.
That's
They
right.
definitely aren't.
That's right. And
You
I'd like
guys
to say a big thank
definitely
you
the guinea
to the
pigs.
Artist Direct Network
cool.
for facilitating our
It went
fan
real cool.
conference today.
That's good stuff.
Be sure and check into Metallica.com tomorrow night for a live webcast of your favorite band, Metallica, playing with the symphony live from Madison Square Garden, and that starts at 8 o'clock
That sound cool.
East
You guys
Coast
playing with the
time
symphony?
and 5
That's gotta be
o'clock
some
on the West Coast.
Dude, it's
So
still
you
a trip
guys,
to hear, like,
it's
people
always
be like,
great.
yo, Metallica's playing.
And
Like,
thank you. Thanks again to the fans.
Kev TV. Whoa.
Thank you.
That's a fact. Yeah.
Preceding program is copyrighted under the Pseudo Online Network. Any rebroadcast or repurposing of this program in part or whole is strictly prohibited.
Go!